My name is Isaiah and I'm always sore. Last week was the birthday. I was not allowed to bake my own cake. And there's so much to that. If I don't, who will? If I don't do it, then no one else will. If I don't make the effort, no one else is gonna make it. But sometimes there are people who are willing to make that effort. So this is something that I started doing unknowingly recently. In this hand, you know, the one with the fist, are usually the things that you're uncertain about, the friendships or relationships you're uncertain about, and the career things, whatever, just life choices that you may not be too sure of. In this hand, this is where you feel at peace. So what I started doing is when it comes to these relationships or these things, I just open my hand. I think about those things either falling away or stabilizing. Because in this hand, these are the relationships I'm sure of. These are the things I'm sure of that I'm confident are gonna meet me halfway and reciprocate. When you understand that the reason why you're holding on to things so tight in this hand is because you are trying to control the outcome, or you're afraid that if you let go or you loosen up the grip, that those things will leave, that's an indication that you should let go. It's that whole process of sometimes you have to tend to your garden and realize that you may be watering dead plants. Sometimes we're doing so much that we forget to allow people to do things for us. You deserve to be taken care of too. And the reason why my friend wouldn't let me bake my own cake is because sometimes you have to allow people the space to, one, be themselves, but two, be there for you. If they choose not to, that's information too. But sometimes we cannot see people for who they are, who they truly are, if we are trying to control how they show up in our lives, right? Sometimes we cannot see situations that are good or bad for us if we are trying to always control it and muscle it and overwork to make things work. I just got into the habit of doing that a little bit more and understanding, as much as I do the work to be a person of value, it's important to let other people do the work to value you if they're in your life. You know what I'm saying? You should not have to make sure other people are being properly fed and still have to go home and bake your own cake. It's a good metaphor. And it's not about a tit for tat kind of process of like, all right, I'm just gonna stop and see who reaches out to me. No, don't think of it that way. Recognize, what things am I holding on so tightly to because I fear losing them, or I fear that there won't be any effort made. You know, if I stop reaching out to this person, I won't hear from them. That's your answer, right? If you're not the one that's reaching out, then that means there's no communication, there's no contact, which means that there's no relationship there. So it's important for you to recognize that you deserve to be valued too. People cannot be who they are if you are trying to force them to be something in your life that they're not willing to be. It definitely alleviated a lot of stress for me, just because I'm always trying to work, you know, make sure things are working to my own detriment. In order for things to be what they organically are, you have to be willing to let go. You have to be willing to open your hand. And the things that are meant to be there, they're gonna balance themselves. They're gonna meet you halfway. You know, they're gonna put in effort to be stable in your life. And the things that aren't are gonna fall away. There will be people in your life who wanna be present and show you just how much they value you. And it doesn't require you to do 1,000,008 things to show them. Some people just wanna show up and show you. That was my lesson. You know, it was a blessing too. Allow people to take care of you in the way that you're willing to take care of others. Shout out to my homies for making sure I understood that. Open your hand so you can receive a little bit more. You don't have to muscle through everything, and you don't have to get through this world doing everything for yourself. Allow people to be present, okay? So allow yourself to be taken care of, allow yourself to be loved, so you don't have to go through life thinking that you're not loved. Give people a chance to love you. Give people a chance to take care of you. And give people a chance to celebrate you. You don't have to bake your own birthday cake. Take care of yourself, of course. Make sure you're taking care of each other. And as always, take flight.